morning, everybody. My name is Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I'm going to talk a little bit today just about how Parkinson's has changed me. It has definitely changed me. I didn't think it would. I didn't think that I was going to be any different than I always was. And for almost 3 years, I would go to the neurologist, and they would tell me I had Parkinson's, and I would come out and I would say to Claudine, "Do you think you really do?" Like, I didn't really believe it because I had a different perception of what Parkinson's was. The only thing I knew about Parkinson's, I didn't know anybody with it. The only thing I knew was Parkinson people who shook a lot. That's all I knew. And I didn't shake a lot. So I thought maybe I don't have it. And it was like I couldn't believe it because there wasn't a definitive test. You didn't go and have a blood test for it. And the doctors all were convinced this is what it was. So I had to listen to them, but I didn't like what I was hearing. And then they told me that the only way they can truly diagnose it is with the medication. If you improve with the medication, then you have Parkinson's. Otherwise, the medication would not cause an improvement in anything that was happening to you. So I thought, okay, well, that's easy enough to do. And I took the medication. I had a marked improvement. That told me that I probably did have Parkinson's, but I still didn't shake. What did I do? My handwriting got extremely small. People would say to me, "Write bigger," and I'd go, "I can't. Like, I start bigger, but it just automatically goes really small." That was one of the things. I had had a stroke, so one side didn't work completely well. It was starting to improve, and then all of a sudden, the progress slowed, and I didn't have that progress anymore, and then it started to get worse. So I thought, well, it wasn't from the stroke because that would have not got worse. So then I thought, what am I going to do? If I have Parkinson's, what's going to come to me? Nobody ever said the word neuropathy. Nobody ever said that. They're two different things, Parkinson's and neuropathy. But sometimes they sort of go with each other. And lucky me, I got that lottery. So I kept saying to people, again for a few years, I can't feel my feet correctly. I would go and somebody would say to step up a step, and I couldn't step up unless I could see my feet. If I knew my feet were there, then I would be able to take that step. And then I started sticking to the ground. I know that sounds silly, but I was walking and it's like my foot would stick and I couldn't take another step. Or I'd go onto an elevator and somebody else would want to come on after me and I couldn't sidestep to let them on. People would think I was rude because I couldn't get out of their way. And still I did nothing. Still I just thought, maybe it's not. I finally had to admit that it was. I finally had to face what was happening to me. And I will truly tell you that the neuropathy is one of the worst things for me because it has now caused, I'm trying to put my slipper on here. It has now caused me to really lose the use of my hands. And 2 days ago, I was doing something and what was I doing? Something simple. Oh yeah, I was taking the lid off of the fabric softener. I took the lid off the fabric softener and I heard a crack. What was that? And I looked around. No, I didn't see anything. And then I had a little bit of an ache in my arm, right in this area here. And I thought, I couldn't have broke my arm, could I? Like, I would be in extreme pain. But I thought, I couldn't have broken my arm because I didn't do anything. But my bones maybe are brittle. But, I didn't think that maybe I broke it. So I just thought I'll leave it for a day and see. Because with neuropathy, I can't feel properly. So I don't know. Oh, I've got a big black mark here. Oh, no, it's a mole. So I didn't know whether I had broken it or not because I can't feel accurately. So a little bit later, boy, did my arm and my shoulder just completely ache. And so I took some painkillers for it, and I've sort of been doing that for 2 days now, just painkillers. And then when they wear off, I feel the pain again, and I'm not going to go and have it x-rayed or anything because there's no bruising. You see, there's no bruising, there's no marks. And I didn't do anything, like taking the lid off the fabric softener. I didn't do anything. So It can't be broken. I probably banged it earlier in the day and didn't realize I'd done that. Anyway, that's kind of where Parkinson's started for me. And then when I faced it and said, yes, this is what's happening, I couldn't quite grasp that this was going to be like the lot in my life. They say that you don't die from Parkinson's. Good news, don't die from Parkinson's. But you die with Parkinson's because it causes other things. Some of the things that it causes is pneumonia, lung infections. You have to be careful about that. Choking, be careful about choking. So you just have to be careful about the things you're doing. And so you start off on a regimen of so many pills a day. It's called levodopa, levocarbidopa actually. And so they start you in a regimen, and 8 is sort of where they start you at, and go up from there. And pretty soon you get to a maximum amount, and then they start to back it off. They try to do other things to help, but those things all have serious side effects. And I tried the patch, I tried some of the pills, and I didn't want to have the side effects, so I didn't. So this movement that I have now, this is called dyskinesia. This is not Parkinson's related. It is Parkinson's medication related. When you have the medicine in your body, this is what it does to you. It makes you move around and stuff. So then when it wears off, you sit very still. And I don't know which is worse, because the pain comes from when you're sitting still, and yet the tiredness comes from all this movement. Anyway, thought I would just give you an update about how Parkinson's has changed me. It's changed me from being just fly-by-night lucky. I would get to go everywhere I wanted to go, and I pretty much had a good life. And then when I got sick, I had to start curtailing those things. And it's very hard for somebody who is used to doing things to not do them. So I wish I could do them, but I can't. And I have to be satisfied with what I can do, make the best of it. And that's what I try to do every day in my life. And I'm leaving a record here for my kids, so that they can see how I was and how I am, and know that if I turn into some horrible old biddy, that that's not the real me. The real me is still wants to have a giggle and a laugh and get up to some fun. Anyway, I just thought I would talk a little bit today about that, and I didn't want to really do a big video today, so that's what I'm doing. Tomorrow we're going to be busy in the house, so we'll see what tomorrow brings tomorrow. All right, sorry, I'm kind of disjointed tonight, not thinking very clearly, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.